Hello everyone and welcome for another video of Love and Wargames. In this video we are going to make a quick tournament report of my Leagues of Votann in Paris. It's a competitive 2000 points battle report. You know how this works by now, and actually I'm gonna have two tournaments almost back to back. Like, I'm not a big competitive player, but they're gonna be like about 1 month apart from each other. One is going to be middle of November and the other one is going to be middle of December. So this is the first one. I'm going to make it quite fast, not a huge thing. I'm not going to go in details of the list, but I wanted to try two very different lists for my lists of Leagues of Votann. My lists of Votann. And I wanted to share with you how it's going. So you're going to have some tables, some feedback at the very end, etc. of what I think and how it goes. So without losing any much more time, this is my list for this tournament. This is the Hearthband detachment. I played it only in 1000 points in the previous version of the index. It was back then. So the first time I tried, I have tons of Hearth guards because they used to be my favorite unit visually, and now I grew on other things. But they are still like a horde of dwarf like this is very much how I wanted my Leagues of Votann before they even appeared. And here it is, 2000 points of Hearthband. There is so many dwarves. The core of the list is here, 25 Hearthguard. But let's take a closer look. For those who don't know, the main benefit is that I get a reroll once to wound if I shoot the closest unit. It changed from rerolling hits because now my Einhyr have this by default, and quite a few of my other units. It means that on many units I will have rerolls 1 to hits and 1 to wounds. In melee it's all the time, so I'm very happy with that. And my stratagems boost my infantry and especially my Einhyr. So this is this is going to be it. A lot of little dwarves. My objective is to be very relatively tanky, turn 2+ upward, and with a lot of deep strike threats and stuff, and holding the line in the meantime. The auto include, I'm gonna have 10 Jaegers, which is gonna be my infiltrating action monkeys. I don't have Capricus here. To be honest, it's because I didn't receive my miniature yet. Like, it's been painted, both of them have been painted, but I didn't receive them yet. Either the Steeljacks. I'm gonna have, so they're gonna infiltrate, do some actions, and be nuisance, basically. I'm gonna have one vehicle, one Sagittar, because I love when I have only one vehicle hidden in the back and my enemy gets a card, like destroy enemy vehicles. You're like, oh, but you don't have, oh, wait, yes, you have just this one. So this is a pleasure, plus that they're very useful. So it's gonna split this unit of Hearthkin, one that is gonna be probably embarked in the Sagittar, maybe yes, maybe no, and this one that's just gonna stick up and do some actions and stuff. Maybe I'm gonna do the good old one-up trick to disembark this at the beginning of the first turn to re-embark my 5 Berserk. They are anti-vehicle Berserk with hammers. And hero has a double axe, and I have one artillery because why not? They're probably gonna be in the Sagittar, the old one-up combo that I've shown before. I'm gonna have Uthar the Destined, our hero of all ages past. This guy is gonna make aura of reducing CP, and this detachment has a lot of cool stratagems. I'm gonna put 10 Hearthkin with him directly, with a Gatling and a Railgun. The cool thing with them is that since he's a Cabal, technically, and Uthar as well, he gives +1 AP to everyone in melee and in shooting, including himself. So yeah, very cool. These Gatling AP1, the Railgun AP a lot, even the basic weapons of those guys, those iron cannons, is gonna be AP3, strength 5, like that's gonna surprise some people. The heart of the list, of course, is going to be my Einhyr Hearthguards. So there's going to be 2 packs of 10, each of them with a call to give them lethal hits. There's going to be at least 1 pack in a strategic reserve, like in Deep Strike. Maybe both, maybe both. We'll see, depends on the matchups and stuff. They're going to be lethal hits. They're going to have 20 shots at the good range in rapid fire. They can have a sustain. They can have +1 strength on their shooting. They have AP1, rerolling once to wound, rerolling once to hit. It's going to be really fun, and you can see the little converted call and stuff. So they have all of them. Or I try to make something simple. So my both Hearthkin have exactly the same configuration, and all my Einhyr are also exactly the same. They have plasma and gauntlets, regardless of how they are equipped on the miniatures, because they're just the better options right now. They are my anti-marines elite. So I'm very happy with that. I'm gonna have 1 champion with the Iron Skin bonus to get him to +2 wounds, so he goes up to 7, and he's gonna be AP -4, I think, on his giant hammer, so that's great. And this pack of 5, they have their own teleportation, because here is the card that has it. Why? Because they might just be by themselves teleporting, because you can deep strike within 6 inches. I might keep them in reserve in order to keep a threat of like 5 very little base. It's hard to screen, and if I see that I don't know, I play against Imperial Knights or something, I might get this guy as well, if it's gonna be very hard for him to screen anyway, in order to give them the little bonus together. We'll see how it goes. Then I have one Mimnir Strategist. I have a proxy. This is the right base side, but I have this one, depends, because this is an iron skin, an iron kin as well. So we will see, but yeah, basically it's gonna be this guy. Is gonna hold my back objective the whole game and play with yield points to make sure that even though I spend, because the detachments and stuff, some yield points, I'm still gonna stay in fortified takeover. Then I'm gonna have 3 Grafkin, like Thunderkins, with Graf Cannons, another 3, and 1 pack of 6. So those are my anti-tank on top of my Berserks. They are very good against tanks. They have 3 shots each of them. They're gonna reroll once to wound, and they're gonna wound all the vehicles and monster on a 3+. So that should be quite stable. And last and maybe least, but they're here to make actions and be annoying, is gonna be 2 packs of 3 Pioneers. They're gonna screen the backline in the beginning. They can, at the end of my opponent's turn, go back in reserve and come back anywhere, like on the side of the tables and stuff. That's gonna be useful, especially if I can make the good old trick of having, for example, this pack coming within 6 inches and start to clean the backfield holders of my opponent, and then the next turn I bring some reinforcements in this way. So that is going to be the tactics. A lot of holding back and not getting the bait of attacking too early turn 1 and even turn 2. And as soon as I am in fortified takeover, I start to get my stuff here. Probably a big block coming in Rapid Ingress, another guy coming within 6 inches, and I will see how all of this goes. Maybe 1 pack is going to be on the table. We will see exactly how everything is going to go up, but it's basically hold up, teleport all of this, clean up the back line, get some troops in the back to make some actions, and let them approach in the meantime to get exposed to some counterpunch, to some shooting, and just to be exposed to my Einhyr. That's it for my list. And one last thing that I forgot to tell is that if you like this type of content, thumbs up, comments really helps. You can win fully painted armies or starter sets, both of them at the same time. We're gonna have a few winners. Subscribe, join our Discord. You can buy miniatures from Warhammer 40,000 in my hobby place, and it's -20%. And if you choose Love and Wargames, we get 5% back in the like little tokens to buy ourselves more miniatures on their website. So thank you very much if you do that. And now, that being said, let's go for the first table.
Alright guys, we are at the first table. I am playing against Imperial Knights. He's at his movement phase, and damn, is this impressive. He had first turn, and as you can see, I was deployed there, and he's already in front of me. I did not expect it to be so aggressive. I did keep my Hearth Guards in reserve. They have lethal hits. I don't care if he kills my Sagittor, my infantry, etc. Though I would like to keep my Brokir Thunderkins alive. 1 pack here, 1 pack there, and 1 pack there. No, sorry, those are Hearth King. I have 3 in reserve. Still, it's more aggressive than I expected. I will try to hold the line. He has objective of killing a lot of units. If he kills at least 2 in the turn, he will be honored. That's his thing. He plays the Questoris Companion rule. And yeah, I feel oppressed already, like in my little side of the board. I'm not sure how I will handle the Lancer. I made a react move here, try to hold him back. Here, I guess he's going to try to shoot those guys to get some space. We will see how that works for him. And yeah, that is going to be interesting. I do have my Berserks here as a counterpunch unit, which is nice. And yeah, I play like secondaries, like tactical secondaries. Here is his army. There's 4 bigs, including Canis Rex in the middle. This Lancer, which apparently can move 25 inch in a turn before even charging. And 3 little Elverine Armigers. So I do have a Boulevard to Deep Strike though. So that is going to be it for now. We're playing with a clock, as you can see. So we are going to be a bit careful about that. I will not be able to film so much, but I will, of course, rally at the end of turn 1 and stuff when we see. Hello, guys, and oh my god, what a game! What a game! I was really very much pushed at the end of turn 1, at his end of turn 1, as you can see. My turn 1, I barely managed to kill the Lancet that was here with all my armies that was here, thanks to the Berserk, and he had like 4 wounds more of overkill, even with the +1 damage, which was helpful. But yeah, it was very difficult. And then his turn 2, he kept killing a few things. He kind of like bounced off here. He killed the Brokir. He killed some part of the Utar, and that was about it. He killed a few other units, but nothing critical. And then I was like, okay, I'm going all in. I made a rapid ingress with those guys here. They arrived there. They got shot, but nothing much. They got -1 to hit, but it did not stop them. They moved here, and they killed the Paladin with the battle cannon, very much like almost to the wounds, like almost, between the plasma with lethal and +1 damage on their big gauntlet. Then I made a 6-inch deep strike here. They shot alongside those Einhyr here on the Armiger that was there. All the shots managed to kill the Armiger. Then there was a combined charge between the Berserk here on an Armiger that was on this objective. He was burning the objective. We were playing Scorched Earth, and the Hearthguard there. And just the Berserks with their mace, the damage 3, managed to kill the guy. Really efficient, 3+ damage, and I'm very happy with all of that. Here there was a Gallant, and the Gallant was obliterated. I made a good roll on the damage from the Brokir Thunderkin, and I had a few other units ready to shoot, but they did not have to do it. So turn 2, it was extremely lethal. I got the Gallant, the Paladin, and 2 Armigers. So there is like those 2 guys left, but I took some time to roll everything. I shot everything, the grenade and everything. So now my clock is tight. This is why I will not record on my turn anymore, because I don't have time. I need every minute, guy. And I will try to capture objectives, hold them, and just do the critical attack. No more the grenades and everything, because we're playing tournaments. The time is of the essence. It's not like our narrative battle reports and stuff. So time is of the essence. I will only do plasma and damage 3 and stuff, and holding the objectives. Next turn I will be in defensive position, like protect the basically -1 to wound against him, which is nice. Alright guys, it's the end of the game. I could not record anything more because it was a big rush. I finished Death Clock at the end of turn 4, and I really had to like not move, barely making damage at charge because I didn't have time to roll dice for everything. It was really a big rush. However, in the end, I'm like sweating from all the stress. Victory for the Leagues of Votann, 12-8, 74 to 61, depending on how you count points. The enemy, like the Imperial Knights, was tabled turn 4, just when I finished. And there was a little Helverin here that did manage to kill Uthar because I forgot him in the rush, but that's what happens in the rush. And he was killed by those Brokir Thunderkin for the last unit. And Canis Rex held the line. He was brave in the center. Everybody charged him. I did obliterate him just with 1 unit. The other made a charge at 3 that I rerolled with my CP going from 3 to 2. Very happy with that. And but he did manage to kill him thanks to the big guy with a hammer, which did like something like 8 damage, a bit more, and the shooting fire support of some Brokir that arrived here. Those guys secured here. I had to roll a CP because their advance was not great, so I did capture the objective. And same here, I was a bit stupid. I forgot it was sticky, so I put only 1 little bit of my area, and then I was like, oh, but no, you need 6 because Imperial Knights do sticky with a 5 OC, and I was like, oh, whoops, so I moved a bit further. Another point that I lost because, well, forgot that. And here Canis Rex disembarked, and as you know, he's a little character in the end. And I charged him and killed him with 6 mortal wounds, which is a maximum. I made a 6 and after a 5, which is the maximum mortal wounds you can do from this little limited edition Einhyr champion. So I had tabled my enemy, controlling all 5 objectives, which is a good way to finish the game. However, since I was Death Clock turn 4, I did not have the right to roll any secondary for turn 5, even if they were passive. I did ask my opponent to roll the secondary just to check, and I would have succeeded both of them automatically, even if I didn't have right to burn objectives, to make actions, etc., which could have increased also if I had like 1 more minute. But it would have been only like 13-7, 82 to 61, instead of 12-8 with the extra 8 VP from the secondaries that I didn't have the right to, and so change a little victory to a little victory. So what does it change? But very happy of this list. It's a bit long time if you want so many infantry to move them. But damn, is it efficient? I really, really enjoyed it. I lost a bit too much time in feedback to make a couple of wounds using my grenades and stuff. I really don't have time to roll so many dice. But apart from that, I'm very happy of the list. The Hearthguard, the rerolls of the ones to wound is such clutch every time. It's like a little bit more damage. Really love it. I mean, I want to love Brandfast for the vehicle thing, and it's what I will try to the next tournament. But damn, like rerolling ones to wounds, it's just brilliant. So victory for the Leagues of Votann. I'm happy in a way, but it means I will play against even better player next time, and we will see how that goes. Note for myself: please be very careful of the clock and don't just say chat with people. Yeah, so, some people want to say hi from the channel. Oh, how is going stuff, and I chatted a little bit, and it's very nice to chat with people, but not when you have a death clock at the end. Still, doesn't matter, doesn't change the result. Imperial Knights are very strong, but when you have a lot of lethal hits and anti-vehicle 3+, they don't like. Let's go for the second round. We are on the second table and we are playing against Drukhari. I had first turn and I was extremely conservative. I put all my Terminators, my Einhyr Guard, and 3 Grafkin in reserve because I move 5 and he moves like 24 inch and then he can shoot with last cannon's equivalent. So I'm really staying very defensive. All of this is in reserve. My first turn, which I had, makes me happy, means I can come soon. My first turn, I just basically stayed here, kept my objective, and discard my things that said like take objectives there. And yeah, I just stayed very, very safe. Reactive move of those guys that were here, back here, they still may get shot and probably die, but still, it's always better to have some cover. And we'll try to survive this first turn, and the second turn later, I will have no opportunity to make a rapid ingress easily on turn 2. Makes me very sad, and we will see on turn 3. Let's go. All right, guys. The turn 2 of the Eldar is going on. I could not rapid ingress easily. As you can see, there is a huge melee there. My Sagittar is gone. My bikes are gone. He has like strength 14, Melta 4 weapons on the bikes. So it's a bit painful. He's making his roll. He has lethal hits. Some infantry units were gone there already. He's charging my bikes there as well. I rapid ingress some Einhyr to try to hold my backline here, and I will struggle to make some 6-inch ingress with this. And sorry, I had to interrupt because I had some saves, and Usar is dead, unfortunately, even though he had the 4-up involve on everyone, and I'm really gonna try to survive here until the reinforcements arrive. Okay, guy, end of my turn 3, I did manage to fight back. All the elves on this side, the bikes and the Hellions and stuff are dead. Here the bikes are dead as well, those guys moved back, and some people fell back. The Venom has been destroyed. So Lethality is on my side, but it's turn 3. I play my turn 3, so I have only a couple more turns. I think I will win in terms of attrition, but that's it. And yeah, I was really highly aggressive, but that's what I had to do with my list to try to survive. Like he obliterated my small unit. I had a unit of a bike that he killed with his unit of Ilion. He obliterated them twice over with half of his attacks. And I'm like, okay, that's lethal. So I did counterpunch hard with my Einhyr Hard Guards. However, unfortunately, I think in terms of points, he will contest me and he will win between secondaries and primaries. In the end, I should win with attrition, but my units are a bit slow, and it's only 5 turns, and yeah, that's going to be difficult, but still, it's been a fun game. And my opponent is very skilled and quite didactic, so that's very nice, thanks to him. Alright guys, we are at the end of the 5th turn and it has been an absolute slaughter. Everybody died. There is like one little solitaire here. There is Lilith and 2 guys there. Drazar was killed. I have like 5 Hearthkin and 3 Thunderkin and the Memnir holding my base. I have this big pack that just obliterated everything that came, but in the end, like, he's gonna move and take the objective at the end of turn 5, but it doesn't change because he has more OC in the back to bring there. Like, he has 2 Talos and 1 Kronos. I think those are the names, so they have a little bit more OC, so they will contest. And also those flying guys, which will just come here for OC. And that is going to be it. We are not terrible, but we, like, both of us have almost no resource. He already started to pack. I think it's a victory for the Drukhari. He's still counting the points. I do still have my base with a fire line and this big pack of Hearth guards, but on this flank he has the Solitaire still and those 4 flying guys, and that's about it. And indeed, it is a huge victory for the Drukhari, 19 to 1. I think he made like almost the maximum of the scoring. And yeah, I did like the first 3 turns. I was super on the defensive, and I did punch back at the 3rd turn onward. But in the end, I didn't do many secondaries. I kept discarding them because I couldn't like physically do them, and he did like almost all of his secondaries. So big victory for the Drukhari, and there's going to be a last game today. Let's go for the 3rd table. Last game of the day, and I am against a World Heater, and he charged very far, but I had turn 1. I did my little thing, like extend battle lines and stuff. I put my Yegi here to make sure that he's kind of like blocked at his place. I have still half of, like all my Terminators in reserve. He's going to impact my bikes here. They're probably going to die, and we'll see. We'll probably try to consolidate on me. We'll see how it goes. And he charged my Sagittor, which I didn't know what to do with, and I put him a bit too close, and he's charged. I should have been more careful with that, but I didn't know what to do. It's going to be quite fun. We are playing on this deployment. This objective will disappear turn 4, this objective will disappear turn 5, and this on the middle will be contested. I need to survive until my reinforcements arrive, turn 2. End of my turn 2. I did not make the mistake that I had made against the Drukhari, and I put everything on the table turn 2. I had behind enemy lines, so I put 5 Terminators with a 6-inch deep strike here, which nice. They kill like 5 or 6 jackals and 1 exalted 8-bound, and they will attract them back there. Here I was quite happy. I deep strike within 9 some what's the name? Some Einhyr Hearthguard, and they wiped out a unit of Exalted between shooting and charging, and the 2 spawns, and they did 3 damage on the Prince. I did not use the 2 CP for the +1 damage. It was very tempting, but in the end it was a good decision not to. I wiped out in 1 absolutely annihilating volley the Berserk here. It was very damaging. They were absolutely obliterated, the Berserk. It was quite fun. Well, at least for me. And yeah, because I hit on 2s or 3s, rerolling 1s, wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s, sustain. I made like 10 sustain, which became 10 lethal as well. Like, they were obliterated. Then here I disengaged. There were 2 spawns here that died from shooting. Also the spawn here died, but he sticked the objective upon dying. And he deep strike here, I think it was a Rapid Ingress, with the Metabrutus, which I couldn't see. So he comes here. Metabrutus is a French name. I realized I forgot the name. Metabrutus is a French name. The real name is Hellbrute. So I have these bikes that can uppy downy later on, as we say in France. They still has the big pack with Karn in there, which will kill those poor guys that were sent to the slaughter. Same for those guys here. I have little hope for them. But attrition-wise, at least it's very fun. We're both giving big slaps to each other. Alright guys, what a game. It was so fun. It was incredible. Like, I had so much fun. We just wiped out each other in the middle. We wanted to go all the way until the end. I pushed very hard here, made one big mistake. After everything happened, he still had people in the Rhino and stuff. I made one big mistake there because, well, basically there was a lot of fighting. And I made a mistake by shooting, and he warned me, like, I can surge, but I thought he had to surge to the unit that was close. Then I lost my charge and stuff, but it was basically a melee. 20 Berserks are dead here, and like 10 Terminators of the Einhyr Hearthguard. The Berserk fought on death, the Cal and everything. There was epic battles. The Cal surviving just barely against the Demon Prince, killing the hero of the Exalted of Khorne. The champion, this hero, guys, he survived like 3 phases of melee, 32 attacks from Karn, between the -1 to be wounded, the invulnerable save and everything. 32 attacks of Karn, he survived, he killed Karn in the end in melee, this absolute beast, and he killed the escort of Karn. He was alone, he didn't even have a unit around. He killed every Berserk and then Karn fought on death and finally killed him on the 4th turn. He attacked the champion. He was an absolute hero. Guys, I need you guys to give a name to this guy that killed so many Berserks, refused to die, and then killed the Karn, the Berserk, in an epic duel. He made the game alone. I finished here. There were a few exalted. I finished to wipe them out. I killed also the Metabotus and everything. I had more luck than usual on some activations, and then I made some mistake, which really cost me like this objective and stuff. I should have wiped him out, like tabled him one turn earlier, but then he could just pile in away from me and prevent me from charging and stuff. My fault entirely. Those guys stayed here the whole night. The Mimnir felt he was brave and he came. And in the end, I think it's 11-9 for the World Eaters, and it's like a to 1 points difference. So it is a victory of the World Eaters in terms of scores. They scourged the land, but in the end, they got tabled by the inextricable might of the Hearthband. We will go to the debriefing. I had tons of fun. A little bit less on the Drukhari because it's more like not in, my opponent was super nice, and but Drukhari are less interactive against Imperial Knights and especially World Eaters. It was so fun. Like we just charged each other. It was very fun. Fight on death on both sides. It was amazing. We will go to the debriefing. And yeah, my opponent was really surprised by the Votann and how strong they are. Like rerolling once to hit all the time on the Einhyr and on the bikes and even the basic infantry. Like it's great, especially on the Einhyr when you have sustained and lethal. Incredible, especially when you spike hard. That's true. Rerolling once to wound all the time in melee is great. On the Berserk all the time, on the Einhyr. Incredible as well. I really loved playing this detachment. And to be honest, I said I would play Brandfast in the next tournament in 1 month, and I will do that. I promised you guys, but I had so much fun playing Hearthband. I want to play this detachment all the time. Plus 1 AP is super clutch on railguns, on melee with gauntlets or plasma to go AP -4 instead of AP -3 to make sure they don't have save and stuff. It's amazing. Really happy of how all of this played. I sound very happy, but I lost in the end in terms of point, but it's because I made big beginner's mistake. In terms of attrition, it was really a big victory of the Votann, and if I had thought a little bit better, and I knew the rules a bit better, would have been other way around. Anyway, let's go now for the proper debriefing of the tournament. And for the debriefing of the tournament, I will make it extremely quick because I'm trying to make this video very fast. I'm very busy these days and I cannot post a lot because of work. It's absolutely insane. And also for my apartment, quick conclusion, I just learned like 30 minutes ago that yes, we're moving out. We're getting the keys at middle of December. We're moving out middle of January. There was some work to do and stuff. So I'm soon going to get finally my studio, my room to record. So then it's going to be much better. But yeah. Quick video, quick debrief, what I thought of the tournament and of the Hearthband force. Love the tournament. I had 3 lovely opponents. Even the one that Death Clock made was fine like, in the end. And the second one was super helpful. And the third one, we had such fun with the big opposing forces. It was an incredible tournament. I loved it. And Hearthband is very strong. What can I say? The full rerolls, well, not full rerolls, rerolling once to wounds in melee all the time, and when you shoot on the closest unit, incredible. Plus the rerolls inbuilt on something like a Hearth Guard, and then you have a very strong force. I love it. I'm looking forward to try the Brand Fest, and I just got my tickets for the biggest Warhammer event, like hobby event, let's say, of France. Like it's first edition, but the ambition is insane. It's called Ludiverse in April. I will go there, and I'm not sure if I will go with my Votann, Hearthband, or Brandfast. It's going to be 2v2. I'm going to have my friend Camille that you've seen on the channel a few times with his white scars, and it will be one or the other. Right now, I loved Hearthband so much, I might bring 1,000 points of this. But I will try Brandfast and try to make a debriefing of the tournament somewhere end of December. What I need you guys to do, of course, is to give a name to the Einhyr champion that slapped Karn and tanked entire hordes of Berserks plus cards several turns in a row. Like he made incredible save. He just slapped everyone. He obliterated everything. He was an absolute like hero, and I want you guys to name it. So put your suggestion in the comments and thumbs up on the comments that you like, and it will have this name. For the Ludiverse narrative event 2v2 that I will bring, I will have to bring a champion just because so I can bring it there, and it will have your name when I go to this Ludiverse event, so you will see him around in the narrative campaign. Beyond that,
all the things. If you want to support, the best way with 40k is to go to my place, Love and Wargames, when you are at the payment, and we get 5% back, and you have minus 20% on all your Warhammer miniatures. We don't have Patreon, we don't have TP and stuff. So this is basically like the way you can support us if you would like buy your miniatures, and it's cheap for you and it helps us a lot. Otherwise, I'm very happy always when you come onto the Discord or you put a comment. It's very nice. And if you put a comment, you can win either a starter set for Warpath, Epic Warpath actually, and or you can win an entire army, a massive army for War Machine. That's going to be it, guys. Let me know what you thought of this tournament beyond just naming the hero. Do you like this format? What would you like me to change? Spend more time explaining the list. Spend I don't know. Let me know what you think of the format. I will try to apply it. If you answer fast, I will try to apply it for the next tournament with the Brand Fast Force. My list is almost already done, but if there is a unit that you absolutely want to see in my future list, let me know in the comment as well, and I will try to play it and learn how to play it as best as I can. Thank you very much, and take care of yourself, guys. And until the next video, remember to keep all things fair in love and war games. Bye.